Hello, everyone. Welcome back to What If Deku Was Zero, or the Zero, and became a. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Now, I'll give it to you, Chaz. Thank you, Quark Doctor. The. He might not need ya in this what if uh, until. Okay. So, where we left off, the Zuko, the Quark Doctor that was just here a minute ago was as he took Zuko's blood and he created a machine that could clone a person fully, like just from the DNA. So the Quark Doctor created Zuko Midoriya. And then, yeah. So, the Zuko came out of his tank. He has green hair, green eyes, like what you see before you. As the Quark Doctor smiles at it. And, as he didn't want to put an obedience chip inside because he kind of felt bad for Zuko. Because in the shadows, Zuko took his own life. Because how scared he was. Yeah. So he decides to reanimate the Zuko from his own blood. Yeah. Yeah. But gave him so many quirks that the quirk, or his ability, first of all, his quirk that they gave him were so stockpiled up so high that even they all, in about 3 or 4 days, they all went fused into one full quirk, or one full ability. Like, yeah. Like, Zuko's entire body could handle more than one quirk. As his own, like, the quirks fused into him to create infinity power. Yeah, basically, he is a infinity lord. And so good job, Doctor. Aw, thank you. No need to flatter yourself. Alright, bye-bye. So yeah, Zuko ends up being, So he just hangs around, hangs out with him. And the project, yeah, he basically used, yeah, so basically he can, and so then during the, now let's get back into the everyone's favorite part of the video. So Zero and the Class 1B and Class 1A are at the camp arc. Huh? And he ends up, or they trained harder than a normal person. As, yeah. So, all my Hain, or actually Mr. Azawa, couldn't believe that this kid and was able to, yeah, or every single one, as she she still can't believe that he's, the only one that knew what really happened. So, yeah. There was one thing. Zuko was not quirkless, but he had a quirk of, yeah, similar to her, or similar to his sister. So, yeah. So then actually, All for One, and, or no. As, let's say, yeah. So, so now it's during the All Might versus All for One. All for One says to All Might that you should be a better hero, probably in your next life. Instead of telling quirkless people that they couldn't become heroes. So, as All Might shoots or as All for One shoots a laser at All Might, as a certain, yeah, Zero pops out of nowhere as he absorbs the attack. As, yeah, he absorbed the attack and he threw it right back. But he, as All for One says, the one that has the mirrored quirk could reflect anyone's light or dark personalities. If it's a light personality, you shapeshift into dark. Or reverso. And when the smoke cleared, of course, All for One didn't not realize that Zuko or Zero shapeshift into him. But instead of having like that dome head, the like helmet, he turns into one that you see on your screen. As he tells him that in his own voice, he says, you think that I'm that dumb? That to just straight up kill you? Please, I only do killing if it means harms in my school friends. But and I don't want that to happen to All Might. So he ends up does the same thing that what All for One did. They both grew arms that are size of trucks. As he starts pounding on All for One. Or both of them. Yeah. As Nezu, or actually the citizens, were cheering on Zuko, or Zero. Come on, Zero. You will win. You will win. As All Might decided to join the fight. As Zero and All Might use their combined power and uppercuts Zero, sending him flying. Or his body exploded with enough force that even, as he turns around and tells All Might that, good job. Once I get, as he actually told one of the pussycats that he actually is doing something. Don't leave them on their herm. As one of the pussycats says, why not? You should be like exercising. As he shows him actually doing something. Yeah, he's absorbing all the negativity into himself. Yeah. And so, now we go to, I'm skipping the ball or dodgeball thing. And ends up so now it's overhauls thing. And Zuko was just hanging out with the court doctor. But he shows up. Of course, yeah. So then he ends up, um, yeah. So he joins Overhaul, Zuko, Infinity, yeah. Or his, if he was a pro hero, his name would be Infinity, or yeah. So, but he's just called Deku or Zuko at a moment. So, yeah. And what he learned from the court doctor that that passed when he was only 6 years old, or when he had a quirk that was similar to this one. When it was like 0, or actually not 0, darkness, flame manipulation. It's like flame manipulation, but for like darkest flames. So, yeah. As he still spews out fire. And, yeah. As he feels more confidence in his own body. As, yeah. So now, so they whole like meeting. I have the picture of the meeting one. Hold on. There it is. Right here. So 0 is where Zuko is at. The right next to Muriel. Yeah. As 0, or no, not 0. The Sir Night Eyes tells them that the about Overhaul and whole like arc thing. Yeah. So then, yeah. As when they all left to put their suits on and get ready, Zuko or 0 has this weird feeling. Hurry. 0 has this weird feeling that he's about to meet someone with a similar ability. As they do like their pro hero stuff. As yeah. So then when 0 had to go to, or he goes to the 6th space, is that what's on the top one. That's a main facility. Well, when he arrives, he immediately gets ambushed. And he's by himself. So as he like puts everyone in handcuffs, and as he goes past, he knew the code. He walks right in, and Zuko actually punched him so hard, sending him flying through the walls. As Zero says, "What just hit me?" As he lifts his head up, and he sees Zuko standing right there. As the Zuko says, "I won't allow you to get near my friend," and overhauls. As Zero says, "Zuko, is that you? How do you know me?" As he has, yeah. As he still has his memories. It's just he's been laying, yeah. So he ends up getting kicked in the side, sending him flying. As he says, "You're not allowing me to take care of Overhaul, aren't you?" Yeah. Until they get away. Huh. Yeah. So Zuko tells him, or no, Zero says this: "I can't believe that you're still alive, Zuko Midoriya. Your sister missed you so much." As he knew who he was talking about, my sister, the one that and abandoned, or actually she didn't care about me. No one did back then. As Zuko says, or as Zero says this, yes, but she didn't realize that you were dead all these years. So yeah. So then, as to knock some sense into him, he just straight up punched him in the face and knocking him out. In about one punch. He didn't die, so as he says, you can become a hero. Everyone cares about you. Everyone loves you. That's all you wanted, right? As Zuko, his words were, "Yes, I do want everyone to love me when I was quirkless. Why does no one?" As he doesn't understand, but Zero says, simply, He says simply because it was not, you didn't know that you had the same quirk as her, like, your sister. So, in order to take some advantage of that confusion, the quirk doctor told you that, or actually lied to you about you not having the quirk. Back then, I could see right through his lies. And it's pretty clear. As that Zuko didn't realize. Yeah. So, basically, Zuko won. Or actually, Zero win. Now, if you want to come join me in this fight, you can. As he has a handout to help him. Yeah. As Zuko and Zero, they both were fighting on the same side now. As he believes that they believe that he will make a great hero. As Inko, or no, then the rest of the pro heroes are like, man, he doesn't mess around, doesn't he? Yeah. So, basically, so then the overhaul went up. Or like, he became a monster, and then they start battling. As Zero's like, alright. Ready, Zuko? As everyone looked over at Zuko, as he says, yep, I'm ready. As they both, like, did that, like, when they connected hands together, their DNA fused into one. Their bodies fused into one entity. As it grew bigger. Yeah. He became the way more buffed up version of him. As everyone that was there, like Ochako, Mina, or no, Ochako, Frog Girl, I forgot. So, all of those people show up before. And so they, as Ochako, everybody had that face. And Esther Night Eye says that this is the Forge Hun Zuko. As everyone couldn't believe it. And Zumi was there. And when she saw her brother on her, yeah, her brother and Zero is into Great England. Yeah. Yeah. Every single one wins. Yeah. Because when the overhaul tried to attack, his body, or so he got separated back into the four. And yeah, he was on a whole nother level. As when he debuffs himself, like basically became back into one Zuku. Yeah. As he still has the same height as when he was separate, as when he turned around, he still has like that green hair thing, like his usual colors. But when he says, "Hey everyone, I'm back," as when Zumi saw her brother, she ran over and hugged him and cried in his own arm, or cried in his arms, as she tells him that she won't make fun of him for being quirkless, as he tells her that the me and you aren't hurt, or me and I'm not quirkless. I wasn't never quirkless to begin with, until Zero told me that he saw right through the quirk doctor's lies. So, me and you have a same quirk, little sister. As, yeah, everyone is happy to see Zuko back. As Sir Night says, "Welcome back from the land of the dead to land of the living." He says, "Thank you." Okay? As, yeah. As, yeah, because when they fused their genetics, basically they both went back into one body. As he tells his little sister that he has to do something real quick before her. Okay? And he goes in, or he goes to you, or to see the quirk doctor. And in his lab, the one that's like he experiments with nomus. Well, he ends up, he says, when I was age of 4, did you lie to me? As he says, yes, I did. You had a similar quirk to your sister, but I didn't see there was a, I didn't want to tell you that because I knew who you were. Yeah. So basically, yeah, he's trying to decide, as Zuko like says, and based off of your research, as he looks around, as he sees a bunch of quirks, and you're coming with me. As he grabs the him him yanks him off the chair, and he went right to the police station. Yeah. As the detective actually knew what he was about to do. So, yeah. So then, yeah. And so everything goes to the happy ending. And Ochako, who, and Momo really want him for their own. So, but Momo tells Ochako, who, that how about instead of fighting over him, like mine, kind. How about we just share him, like, get married to him together? As Ochako agrees. So they ended up dating him, got married to him. Yeah. As before, actually, when Zuko shows up, as Nezu greets him, like, Zuko, or Zero, whatever you want to be called. And Nezu, call me Zuko. Oh. As, yeah. Because, yeah. And sorry, yeah. So, basically, when Bakugo heard that Zuko was alive, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, right here. When Bakugo heard that Zuko came back from the dead, at first he was like, are you sure you're pulling my leg? But then when he saw him, Bakugo just straight up runs at him and hugs him. Like, yeah. Everyone I believe that this kid escaped the Grim Reaper thing. Yeah. As so now, so then after school, he wanted to surprise his mother, other, and his father. So his sister walks in and this how's school, sweetie? It's awesome, actually. What makes it so awesome? Well, one of the missions where I'm I'm very happy as like Asashi and Inko were sat down, covered her or their eyes when they were sitting down, as Zuko came in, walks in front, sat right next to, or actually, like, laid right in like, behind the couch. Oh, or actually, yeah. So when Inko, re- like, removes her thing, like her hands from her eyes, she's she ends up seeing Zuko, as they thought, okay, is this like a sick joke, or as Zuko said, nope, I'm back from the dead, and as Inko just straight up lost it, like she starts having tears of joy as she gets up from her couch. She runs towards him, hugs him, like straight up tackles him, as he was strong, as she could not believe that her own son is back from the dead. But he really didn't, like, actually die. He, yeah, heckling. What? Yeah. And Zuko hangs out with Ares because he doesn't see her as like, a bullet or anything. And yeah. So Inko, huh, is happy about seeing Zuko again. As, yeah, that's, and he also got married to Momo and Ochako at the same time. And the Zumi got married to I'm trying to think. I was gonna say Bakugo, or she gets the same thing. She gets married to Bakugo and Todoroki. Yeah. So basically, yeah. It was, that's a good ending. So, yeah. So, bye-bye. And Quirk Doctor? Yes? You want to say anything? No, but please leave a like, share, subscribe, and do all the fun things. Now I'm gonna work on my experiments, so bye.